You're watching New Car Spin. This is the interior of the Volkswagen Atlas. Not just any Atlas, the Volkswagen Atlas S for 2019. Perfect, right? Now, you may be thinking, you gotta be kidding, because I know you didn't like the Atlas in last year's review. And you're correct, I didn't like the Atlas. That one was the SEL. It was just over $50,000. And frankly, it's not any better than this one, the base model. So I'll show you first off, it has cloth seats and they have a really cool diamond pattern to them. They look really good and I think it's quite stylish and they're comfortable. Downside, no heated seats. We also just have the standard climate controls in here too. We don't have navigation. We don't even have satellite radio. And we don't even have the stupid fake wood trim. We have instead this really cool stainless steel look. We still have our taco holder slash burger heater with the help of the sun through the windshield. And we still have a stitched dash. We don't have a sunglasses compartment and we don't even have a sunroof. But look at all the room back here. So, do I like the Atlas? In general, yes. The fully loaded one, no, because it's not any different. And let's go ahead and take a look around this vehicle. I'll show you why. By the way, you're watching New Car Spin. I'm your host, Brian, and I got a flight to catch, so let's make this quick. The key, however, is not keyless, so you have to use the key to get in and out, and you have to do this weird thing, like stick the key in the keyhole to start it. But I'll skip past that, and we'll just walk around. There's no Fender stereo. It's manual seats. It's the same interior back here. We have climate control settings for the people in the rear. And you cannot control these from the front screen, but you can turn them off. So you only have an option to disable them, but you can't change the settings for some reason. And of course, these seats do fold open like this. And then we have third row seating. And it's all very large and capacious back here. Let me just flip that open. There we go. So that's what it looks like. And plenty of room, right? What I like doing is sitting back here and having a chauffeur and then keeping this front seat, obviously not like this because it's going to slide around, but keeping the front seat tilted forward. Of course, I have to move the headrest to do that. And I'm holding a camera, so I won't do that. However, as you can see, they slide fore and aft. So that's the maximum amount of room you get back here, which is not bad. We don't have lock buttons, so your kids can't play around with them here. But fully automatic windows all the way around. And pretty decent stereo, even though it's not upgraded. And you'll notice no armrest in the center here. Let's go check out the trunk. Yes, I did call the previous one. Oh, by the way, it's a manual trunk. You actually don't have a button to close it with. And there's no automatic lift. You have to manually do it. What kind of craziness is this? It's 2019, I have to manually do something? That's nuts. Let me show you back here. I think there's a spare tire. I'm not sure. That's a nut holding something down. And we have a jack. So that's a clear sign that maybe we do have a tire under there. I'm not gonna check because I don't have a flat. And of course we do have our, let's see if I can do that, large trunk area. Now I called the other version, the SEL, a porta potty on wheels because it had a lot of hard plastic. For $50,000+, it just wasn't as entertaining as the Dodge Durango. I personally bought a Dodge Durango RT, so I know what I'm talking about. This is bigger inside, it's much wider. However, my RT has carpeted lining, and this is just hard plastic. Now, I'll explain why I like this one. It's not that hard to explain, actually. It's a good color, looks pretty good. It's got chrome details around, chrome exhaust tips, pretty big wheels. This one is actually front wheel drive and it's a 2-liter and it has a ASIN automatic, so should be economical to run for a while. Looks really good. Let's get inside and I'll tell you. Oh, it also has roof rails, which are optional on a Durango, by the way. Now, let me explain The average new car loan is just at $31,000. 90-day delinquencies as of February in 2019 have surged among subprime and very young buyers, people below their 30s. What is very intriguing about this model is I have the window sticker. And you might not be surprised to see it has things like 26 mpgs on the highway, 20 in the city, which it does very well. This gets better fuel economy than the V6 SEL 4Motion that I had last year. That one I despised. This doesn't have the rattles that one came with either. Let's move on. We do get 24-hour roadside assistance for 3 years, 36,000 miles. Focus, camera, focus. We have a 6 year, 72,000 mile warranty. But the best part is no options. It prices out just right there at the average new car loan. Now, you'll put some money down and you might even get a pretty good deal on this one. It's the 2019 Atlas S. So there's nothing to it. No frills, no options. This is basically your best single serving friend. Every day I get in this thing, it's a single serving friend. If you know what that is, go look it up. It's pretty funny. This is not like an Escalade where I'm constantly asking it to do things for me because I pay $900 a month for it. I want the massage and the heated and the cooled seats and the great kicking tunes on the stereo. This is basically, I get in, I turn the key, it goes, I get there, fuel economy is great, it's big, it handles stuff. The loan price on the new vehicles has gone up to $31,000 because everyone's going into trucks, everyone's going into SUVs. 20% of those loans exceed $50,000. So people are getting massive loans now, and they really can't afford them. However, I think that if you were to lower your expectations, and I mean really lower them and get down to the basics, which is what this thing does, is you end up having a single serving friend. So we still have all the features, our hamburger warmer / taco tray. And I think this here is for your ketchup. You can just pull your fries out, dip them in some ketchup. It's very nice to have. My Durango doesn't have an electronic parking brake, but this does. And you can see it's basically no frills. So some people will think there's less to go wrong here, and you'd probably be right. We have a little storage compartment. Basically everything that $50,000 Atlas had, with the exception of the 4-wheel drive and the V6 and the pleather and the sunroof, this has. Does that warrant a $20,000 difference? No. This is the one to get, okay? So I want to make that very clear. That was not my Atlas. I do not own an Atlas. I don't own this one. I could, but I don't because I have a Durango RT. And I like this one even though I own a Durango RT. So go figure, right? My one complaint is the front wheel drive. There's some torque steer on here. So let me put my seatbelt on, which I'll do with the camera on so that the audio stays synced, because for some reason in Volkswagens, audio goes nutty when you start the car and the chime turns on. So keyhole, and you just turn it and it starts. So we have instrumentation, color display in the center, Bluetooth audio, which is very nice because you can sync your phone up. We have an SD card slot right here, so you can put some tunes in there for your road trip. And Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you just plug it into the USB way down in there. It's there, trust me. Center console's pretty big, nice and roomy. I don't think I showed that on my previous Atlas video. But I really love these seats. I can't fault them for anything. They're a little narrow, but I've already explained that before, and a lot of you said I'm just too damn fat. I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, so I'm much lighter than I was back then in the Atlas video. Go check it out, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I still feel like this seat is too small for me. It's got to be small for a lot of others. Hey, are you watching? All right, so electric parking brake off. Pop this puppy in drive. There is a sport mode and there is a manual mode. Not going to happen right now. So we'll just take off. Oh, we also have blind spot, which is nice to have on a car this price. This thing has a lot of surprises in it. I really liked the Tiguan 4Motion. That one was surprisingly cool. I wish that they would make a Volkswagen Golf GTI out of it. But That's just talk, and talk is cheap. This is what we have with us right now, and we must evaluate this. By the way, none of this is scripted. I do this all on the fly, so I appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. All right, we're in drive mode, but we're just gonna make somewhat of a sporty adventure here. See if we can get some tire squeal. Oh, nice. It handles like a giant elephant. And it's fun, but at the same time, torque steer is crazy. So we're just cruising, a little hot actually. Let me slow that down. Floor it. See that? Oof. Wild torque steer. I'll do it again. We're doing the speed limit. We're gonna let this guy go because people getting off the freeway in Texas have the right of way. All right, I'm gonna floor it. Oh, it's changing lanes automatically, basically. So that's it, torque steer out the yin yang. Yeah, if you're on a budget and you don't want a new, or you don't want a used vehicle to put the family and the wife in or whatever, this is a pretty good option. However, I don't like the torque steer. I would say get the base version with 4Motion, which is all-wheel drive, and this 4-cylinder, and these cloth seats. And maybe if you can get heated seats, get the heated seats. You're onto something really, really cool and really smart. And I think that that's the best way to go as far as the Volkswagen Atlas. Now, when I review cars, I review that specific car. I don't go among the whole model range because I'm not going to go to the dealer or bother anybody or read a bunch of press releases and regurgitate that to you. I tell you the real deal as it happens with what I'm driving, and I give you that. Okay, so I don't speculate on what other options are or what I wish I'd had or what I wish it didn't have, other than the fact that something may be bothering me or whatever. So I hope you understand the way I review vehicles. For those of you who saw the Atlas video I did last year, that wasn't mine, that was a press car. And even though I hated it, yes, Volkswagen still gives me cars. I get plenty of cars from Volkswagen. I review them. I'm very honest. I'm very thorough. And I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll be showing you another Volkswagen very soon. Take it easy.